My name's Brett Koedam. I'm in Irving, Texas, which is in the middle of DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. I met Terry. Actually, I received just an email from someone in his group, and I reached out to him. I was getting ready to leave my corporate job, and so had a quick conversation with him, saying I'm not doing anything for at least 6 months, but just thought we'd chat. And yeah, it's been about 9 months ago. One of the reasons I was looking at franchisees, I originally had my own business. Well, not originally, but for about 12 or 13 years, I ran my own business. I sold it to a large Fortune 500 company, and I stayed on and I ran their US financial institutions division for 4 years. I knew I was done with corporate America, but also I wasn't at a point that I really wanted to go back and completely start something from scratch. I was really focused on finding a company that was highly invested in customer satisfaction and service. And really, that's what I was looking for, and having those tools in place not to reinvent the wheel. So I actually originally was intrigued. Even though I told Terry, "Hey, I'm not really interested," for about 6 months or so, he just kind of included me on some things. And he and his partner were doing a webinar, and they were talking about healthcare and wellness, and it was something that really intrigued me. And I kind of thought I was going to go down that path. However, after working with Terry and so forth, I actually found the opportunity that I took, which I'm more excited about, is actually Floor Coverings International. They have a net promoter score of 87, which I'm very big on customer service and building that referral network. And so originally, I'm going to start off being a sales rep in a van, going back to my roots. Excited to be in front of the customers. Also see huge opportunities to use my commercial background, especially working with financial institutions and building that commercial relationship as well. So a lot of that was just kind of coaching from Terry, kind of really understanding what I wanted and going from there. The biggest thing I found with Terry, right, is we needed to find the right opportunity for me and my family. He's like, we can go look at 50 of these and none of them fit. That's fine, right? I'm looking for what's best for you. There was never any pressure. There was never any pushing one over the other, but really understanding what I was looking for and my needs, and really trying to make it the best fit for both me as the franchisee. And then also, he's also representing the franchisor. So I think he also did a very good job of making sure I would be a good fit for them before he even presented. I think without Terry, I definitely would have never found this opportunity. I mean, that's not even a question. But one of the things, when I was really more focused originally on where I was going to go in the healthcare longevity space, he said, "Hey, I just suggest." Well, even when I was doing that, one of the ones I was looking at was very new. He's like, "Hey, this isn't the exact company, but let's look at this other one because they have 10 years of financials, right? Let's have an informed decision." And then he also suggested, like, "Hey, there's no harm in looking at other things. And I think you may have some interest in this from your previous, app tests and so forth." And he's like, "Hey, just look at it. If you're not interested, no worries. But I think, I think there may be a fit there as well." When I owned my own business, one of the joys being divorced, right? My kids weren't with me all the time, but when they were with me, they were very much a part of my life, and I worked a lot. So, my previous office, I had like a basketball court in the warehouse, and I had Ziggle machines, and the kids were always around. My youngest, who is going into seventh grade, my older two are academic superstars, but she's much more like me. I'm not sure where they got that from, but she just happened to mention, like, "Dad, what's sales about? I think I'd be interested." So I'm actually intrigued, and she's actually interested. When we get in our mobile showroom and van, she actually wants to go along. She wants to be out in the store. She wants to understand it. So really building something. I'm at my point in my career where it's not just about the money. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I expect to make a decent living, but I don't have to. And so it's really more about building that and kind of living the life I want to live. So I would absolutely recommend Terry and the services I provided. Again, it was an easy process in regards to, I was completely in control of the timeline. I was completely in control of anything I wanted to do, but it was a guidance and a sounding board. And even though I haven't known him very long, right, he became a friend as well. Sadly, as a Hawkeye fan, he is a Michigan fan. So I even had to celebrate the fact that they won the basketball title, but just a great process overall.